how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much. Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
When you did your first solo album, at what point did you decide that that was going to evolve into what became Mindless Self-Indulgence, the band?
There was I never really was in any other bands. I was always just a kid in my basement with like, you know, stuff like that. And then the next thing was just to kind of put a band together, and I figured I'd want to do it with my friends, as I don't really like musician-y types, you know, like, hey man, you know, I saw your ad in the paper, I play guitar. So, you know, I found friends who could, you know, play instruments, and it's helpful for lots of reasons. One, I found friends who were very artistic, and everybody's very opinionated and knows like a lot of stuff that they like. So it becomes more of an art project and less of a band, which is fun. And plus, when you're hanging out with your friends, it's fun on the road. It's not like some dude, there's some sketchy dude who plays guitar, you know, doing coke off the front of the bus. There's just everybody's like watching movies or doing stuff like that sort.
What inspired the title of your new album, If?
I was really getting sick of the sort of the long name thing, and we had done the long name thing forever. You know, Frankenstein Girls was sexy, sexy, and You'll Rebel to Anything, and so I wanted to do something. I wanted something that was a little more compact, and it was just a nice word because it's so complicated but so small, you know, and there's so many variables. You know, you can put it in everything. It's sort of an attaching word, you know. So and that's kind of where our headspace is at that point, you know. Sort of we're one of those bands where it's like, you know, think for yourselves. Like, we don't want to really tell you what to think, you know. You don't just do what you want to do, like we do what we want to do. And so If kind of says something about that.
So many of the kids out there today were saying, you know, I love Mindless Self-Indulgence because they don't give a where does that come from, and is there any moral compass at all?
No, and the thing that I always found very interesting is I think I mean, we're smart people and we're nice people, but there's also I think the I don't give a fuck, it really just is completely across the board. I think people think sometimes that I don't give a fuck means like, oh, you're gonna kill everybody and break stuff and eat your own shit. But sometimes I don't give a fuck is, no, I'm not gonna do that stuff. I'm gonna do whatever we want.
Yeah, and it kind of means that, you know, we don't take ourselves that seriously. Yeah. A lot of bands today, you know, it's very serious, and everything's got to be, you know, some huge message,
emotional project,
or something. Yeah, and we just have a lot of fun, and you know, we're the type of band that will slip and fall on stage and get back up and laugh.
Yeah,
and it's fun.
Yeah, it's a good old time.
Now that you're having even more success than before, do you still want to micromanage your career, or are you okay with handing it off to somebody else?
No, I mean, we're very control-oriented. I mean, especially on a creative tip, and we've always been, and we always have a lot of creative control, and that's always been such a great thing, because we can be like, okay, we're gonna make, you know, the stage show's gonna be like this, and these songs are gonna be like that, and I mean, I always get pissed off when I see a band don't even use their record cover. I'm like, you could be an artist or not an artist. You've got a blank canvas there, man. You can do whatever the hell you want. You want to do a big statement, do a big statement. You want to just do some swash of art or something, you know, something graphic, and do that. And a lot of people just sort of just throw it to the record company, and they just go, picture the band, you know. And you can do so much with it and have a good time. So.
Well, you guys are true artists. I mean, didn't you go to art school, Lindsay?
We all did in some form or another. Mm-hmm. Some of us graduated, some of us didn't.
I actually didn't either.
You didn't?
No.
You were a school dropout.
True.
Actually, you guys actually have graduated from art school because you're living the dream right now.
This is just our thesis, a very long thesis.
Exactly.
It's like an 8-year thesis.
It's true.
We'll be done with it soon, and then we get to go to our graduate class.
Do you feel like you're being forced to bow the knee to authority by having a clean version? Mm-hmm. And do you feel that the music may artistically suffer from that?
Actually, the funny thing is it doesn't, because I don't change the lyrics. I don't go in and say like "stupid mother sucker," you know, or anything stupid like that. Although maybe I should have. Yeah. Genius. But no, we'll just pull the word out, and there's so much cacophony music there that it just sort of fills the space. So I'm never like offended when I hear like, you know, the thing gone. And, you know, you need clean versions to play on radio stations, and, you know, some 11-year-old wants to buy it, and mom wants to get it for him, sure, and he gets a different artwork and then maybe an extra track that some other kid doesn't get. And that's that, you know, and if he wants to creep out and get the real deal, he'll get it eventually.
Lindsay, this is the first album that you and Kitty have sang on.
Yeah.
Do you feel this is a progression in the Mindless Self-Indulgence sound?
Well, kind of, because Kitty's actually a really, really good singer, and we all have fantasies of her being Phil Collins and wearing a headset.
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, am a terrible, terrible singer. But
that's subjective.
Yeah, well, it's kind of my dream to be a singer, but I just can't do it. And I also have terrible microphone phobia, or whatever the hell you want to call it. And I get really, really, really nervous. So in order for me to do it, I had a couple cocktails. And
What is your mission statement?
I have a mission statement, I guess.
the anti-message.
Yeah, our message is the anti-message. You know, think for yourself. We're not here to save you or tell you what to do. We're just here to show up and take your money. You know? And your job is to dance.
How fun was it working with your wife, Chantal, on the album? And she's featured on 3 songs, so you must have had a lot of fun.
We had a real good time. I mean, you know, especially with the duet, because the duet, we picked the duet, of course, that was the one about me being impotent with sex and stuff like that. So that, I think, is fun, because it's not quite the duet like I'd had the time of my life, you know, but it's close. It's and she's a fun girl and a funny girl.
Can't wait for your kids to hear it.
Oh, I know. Well, like I told you, man, when I have kids, they're never gonna see this.
Yeah.
It's gonna be over, and I'm gonna hide in the closet like some kind of weird Superman thing, and then they look, open it, thinking, "Oh my God, Drake is open."
Yeah.